man, everyone's going on about Cole Palmer and that in the chat. Yeah, he done the mad thing still. He done the mad thing. He's a player I like,
Big
innit?
game Palmer, man.
You lot know anyway. Like, he's a player I like, and I don't like a lot of footballers. So it's one of them ones where, like, I was saying it. Like, I put it out there. Like, he is a player. He's a player. He's the kind of player, and he's doing stuff that he shouldn't probably be doing. A player at his age, he's showing me qualities that a lot of players ain't shown in it. Like, for me, he's a proper player still. Like, I wouldn't
His
be surprised.
mentality is different,
I
bro.
wouldn't be surprised if he scores for England in the international break. I wouldn't be surprised because he just
They
seems,
got easy opposition. It's a
yeah,
good game for him to get a cap.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Like, I genuinely think that not only is he a good player, but he knows how good he is. And a player that knows how good they are, that actually has the ability, I think is frightening. And saying he's similar to Di Maria,
Dangerous.
I would agree in a sense that they're both probably central players, yeah, like by nature, but they play out wide, innit? Like they're both creative players, innit? I think Di Maria's a bit more lax in possession. Like, Di Maria loses the ball a lot more. Di Maria's got, like, he's got a spam gene like Bruno, where he just starts to travella things for no reason. And I don't think Cole Palmer's like that. But I think personality wise, in terms of like their confidence in their ability and the areas of the pitch they like to pick up, that's probably what Poch means. Like, and to be fair, just because Di Maria never had a great time at Man United, people forget he had a great career, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So if that's who he's comparing him to, bro,
I think he's got the most assists at PSG history.
Yeah, bro, and he'll be up there for Real Madrid as well, I'm sure. Like, bro, like, that's not a bad comparison, bro. I think he's special though, like, legit. I think he's special, like, not just ability wise, because I think he's got good ability, but I think he's special in terms of like that, you know, like that. Like, he just seems like, bro, he just seems like you can't rattle him. Like, it's weird. Yeah, similar to Maddison in terms of, yeah, it's the X factor, 100%. That's what it is. It's similar to Maddison in terms of, like, even when Maddison was at when he was at Leicester, people were saying, like, even KDB, when they said, oh, like, Maddison, Bruno, Odegaard, he was like, oh, I want to see him do it at a bigger team. Bro, these men have mentalities to be at big teams, bro. Like, they have that aura and the psychology that they can play anywhere.
That's why he backed himself to leave City.
But that's what I'm saying.
Cool. I just see more game time. Like, I rate you, man. You guys are doing your thing. I need to go do my thing.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is the difference. And same with Madders. Madders was like, yo, even though Madders was at Leicester, he knew he should be playing for a top club. He knew it. He always knew it. And he spoke like it. And Palmer backed himself to leave City. Price tag didn't faze him. Went to Chelsea. And he's assumed the responsibility like he's one of the senior players. He's doing what they thought Sterling was going to do when Sterling came in. They thought Sterling was going to come in, be the main man, and he kind of didn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, first season, they were thinking, oh, maybe we should bench Sterling and that. Nah, bro. Palmer's come in and he's like, yeah, this is my team, bro. Like, that's not normal for a player his age. It's not normal for a player that probably doesn't even have 20 Premier League games. Like, it don't make sense.
That guy is ridiculous. I see him at random points in games just think, nah, let me just take this into my hands. Even in the second half against Man City, guy nearly scored goal the season. Just took the ball, tried to beat 2-3 players, nearly got a chip on Ederson.
Should have lifted it over the keeper, man.
Yeah, but like, that's the sort of things that he's capable of. Mentality, like we've been saying, is ice cold. 94th minute against Man City. He's scoring an equalizer against a goalkeeper who knows completely how to defend his sorts of penalties. That's why it's the only one that he put into the top corner, if anybody noticed. Usually he goes bottom corners, but Ederson would know that. So he's gone top corner, and you see Ederson go bottom left. That's the difference. The IQ is off the charts. The decision-making off the ball, on the ball. Like, all he needs is open play goals, and that's coming. That's coming. Everything else is already at that level. It's just about just showing it on the world stage for a longer period of time. But he's already looking like player of the season for us so far.
He's a baller, bro. He's a baller, bro. And yeah, like, bro, I just can't even speak highly enough of like what he's showing in terms of like his temperament, because it's the most important thing. Everyone talks about ability and all these other things, yeah. But bro, how many players have you seen it in big moments, bro? Like, the guy's playing against his former club, pressure penalty at the end of the game to tie the game. Now, that's nuts. And the way he took it was a piss take. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just lifted it.
It was feisty, bro. Like, and the thing is, if you look at the build up to that year, I think between the tackle and the penalty getting taken, it must have been a good 5 minutes.
Yep. There was
Bare
like
people,
a kind of like bust up for 3 minutes
bare
or something.
people arguing, all of
VAR.
that. The guy's standing there with the ball under his arm, ignoring everyone. Like, he's just not even getting involved. He's just waiting to take the penalty. Like, he could have been there for 20 minutes. It would have made no difference. Like, a lot of players would have psyched themselves out. You see players all patting down the penalty spot, rolling the ball about, doing all that shit. He just had it under his arm, just waiting. Like, he just completely, it's like he just kind of just disappeared and he just left the situation. He said, yeah, call me when you're ready to play this game, innit? Like, it's not normal. It's actually not normal, yeah? The level
We
of
just
maturity that he showed.
really did a good number with this transfer.
Nah,
Remember,
bro,
it came out
45
of
million.
nowhere. The whole argument was, I think,
That was meant to be
Cherky-
Sancho, blood. That's what it was meant to be, Sancho.
Yeah, it was meant to be for us. It was either Cherky, Kudus, or Elise at the time that we were looking for. And then out of nowhere, Cole Palmer, 45 million. He's joining us. Turns out to be one of the signings of the season for us. So yeah, it's another brilliant move by Win Stanley and Joe Shields on that one. So they got to get credit
It's that
as well.
Shields, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? They're saying that he might that they might try to go back in for Sancho, but I know Shields wanted him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But they offered that 45 million to Man United, they didn't want it. So it's one of them ones where like it's peak, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's very peak. The bruv, listen, Cherky, yeah, like bruv, he's been again just bare chat about this youth for time, bro. Like I think the first time I heard about him might have been
I heard about him over the summer.
and I've heard about him for ages ago, bro. Like I'm talking at least like 4 or 5 years.
I don't think he
ago,
plays for Leon now, though. Like they're a mess this season.
Yeah, but it's just like everyone's talking about him, but it's just like, bro, I just don't think it's ever gonna happen for him, bro. I'll be completely honest. I don't think it's ever gonna happen for this youth. I just don't see it. Like I just think it's just gonna be just complete hype where nothing ever happens, bro. Like I think he's just gonna be another Dimitri Payet, bro, who just don't do nothing. Like, cause Payet, bro, under 21s, Dimitri Payet was meant to be like the next biggest thing ever, bro. Like, and they were talking about him from young. Like, he's only 19, but bro, his name has been ringing bells forever, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones
He
where
just needs to make that move.
I just don't think it's gonna happen for him, bro. Like, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think at the top level, yeah, he's gonna be able to play the way he plays for a top team, and they're gonna facilitate it. Like, football now is a very, very system-based game.
Yeah.
Like, he's the kind of player, he's got so much ability that he would be playing at a top team already, ability-wise. But teams are now looking at players saying, how can I mold him, yeah, into a player that fits this system? And I don't know where he fits. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that, there are rumors of his temperament as well. So when you look at both of those things, in the modern game, yeah, he's probably going to end up being a journeyman. Ends up 2 years somewhere, 1 year somewhere, 2 years somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, but he's sick. He's sick though. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a baller. But man's been hearing his name for like 3-4 years. Do you know what I'm saying?
He needs to have another big breakout season at Leon then or something.
Yeah, like someone said because of his
attitude. It's too early to say because of the age. Because I think one big move somewhere and then that could be the difference maker. It's very speculative right now.
But he has to have a big move and it has to work out. It's a risk. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a risk because Quaresma got the move to Barca and it didn't work out. And then he spent the rest of his career going around like making sick YouTube comps. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem.
He's just got to make the right move though, because right now I don't think he's starting for Leon. I think that's the last I heard of him was him getting dropped.
But that's the point. If you're not starting for Leon, yeah, then what hope do you have at the top level? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because he should be what Benzema was for them, and he's not. And the reason why he's not, yeah, is because he's not playing, bro. Because he's just not that kind of player, bro. He's just mad talented. But in football, talent will only get you so far in the modern game, bro. If you're not willing to do all the donkey stuff, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying?
Hear it. He's got to bring some more change within himself.
Nah, it's that. Like, man's saying like he's 20 and we've been hearing about him for years. But that's great. But it doesn't guarantee anything though. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't guarantee that. Like I know you lot, like Xavi Simons, you lot rate him, and I don't rate him. Like, I do not rate him. Like, bro, I've seen enough to know that he's not better than Memphis was. And when we signed Memphis, he didn't do nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Memphis, when we signed him, he never looked as good, yeah, for us as he looked in Holland. He just didn't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Javi Siemens to me, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? Not to me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If he turns out to be an absolute world beater, I'll hold my hands up. But I'll put it out, I don't see it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't see it. I think he's just going to be...
Just needs more time.
Yeah, but that's it. But let them have time and then we judge them. But the problem is now, yeah, these men are 18, 19 years old and everyone's like, yeah, bruv, there can only be...
Hazard.
Yeah, there can only be, yeah, one or two top players or two or three. But it's like every youngster now that's 18 and playing in the first team, everyone's like, oh my God, they're going to be... Bruv, a lot of these men don't get better. And they're 26 and they're still as good as they are now. That's what happens to a lot of these players. Not all of them are going to be worldies. It's impossible. They can't all be top players. That's not how football works.
But we know what the world's like, where it's all just about interactions and clickbait on social media. So if you do well and you got a bit of talent about you, you're the next Messi. Like you could be the Ecuadorian Messi or something like that. Or Neymar.
Well, there you go.
Suarez,
but this is it. Man are looking for Messi because even the Rashford thing, bro. Rashford is not any better now than he was 6 years ago, bruv.
Nope.
Who would have thought, yeah, when Rashford broke through and bagged the brace against Arsenal, yeah, that he weren't going to improve for the next 6 years? If someone told us that at the time, we would have said, nah, go back to the Resis, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. It's this whole ceiling rubbish, bro. You can't predict anyone's ceiling because some players just don't get better. Just don't get better.
Some players start slowly and then ball out. Some are very inconsistent, have a good season and a bad season.
That's what I mean. And then you get some players.
Ain't linear. We always say that.
Exactly. Linear. It's not. And then you get some players, yeah, where they don't have it and then something clicks. And then you always think, when was that moment? When was that moment? You know? Like, when was the moment, yeah, that Harry Kane turned from the player that went out on loan, didn't do anything, he turned into the guy that's going to be challenging for the Golden Boot every single season. Like, what was that moment? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very hard to tell in football, yeah, with players, yeah, if that moment is going to come, if it's not going to come. But what we can't do, and what a lot of football fans are doing right now, is they're seeing a player at 18 and saying, imagine how good he's going to be when he's 26. Bro, a lot of these man, this is as good as it gets, you know. This is as good as it gets for a lot of these man.
You were saying that about Mount in 2021.
Bruv.
Havertz. Pulisic. Well, Pulisic's doing well in AC Milan.
Yeah, but Pulisic was always a decent player, but he always had a ceiling. People thought he was going to improve mad from Dortmund. Like, no, that's him. That's him now. A lot of these players, you see the player you got right now, that's what you got. No, that's what you got. Unless they change positions and reinvent themselves, a lot of the time, the player you're getting right now, that's just who they are. That's who they are. Like the Yamal youth now at Barcelona, they think they're talking about this guy like he's going to be Iron Robin, yeah? I promise I can spare you lot all the suspense. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean? Like, forget it. Do you know what I mean?
Said next Robin already. That's how quickly.
This is why, like, my man, yeah, at Brighton right now, Ansu Fati, he was meant to be what Endrick is now. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's meant to be, and Endrick's meant to be the next R9. He won't be, but he might be. He might be else. If he can stay fit though. He's got the physique that he could be crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got the physique that he could be crazy. But man are saying, oh, he's 16, but bro, you know when they say, oh, when they grow into their body, some man just don't grow. Look how skinny Bruno is. He's 30 years old. Certain man just don't fill out. Do you know what I mean? I got news for you. Everyone's genetics are different. It's a lottery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lottery in football, bro. Like, people say, oh, yeah, when he grows into his body. Bro, unless you know what his granddad looks like, his great-granddad, unless you dug these man up, bro, and you got the family archives, you don't know how these men are going to grow. You don't know. You do not
Some
know.
Some man will be brilliant, and then they'll get some fat growth spurt, and they'll be crap.
That's what I'm trying to say, because look at Wazza. Look at Wayne Rooney, 16, built like a man. And then when you look at Jude Bellingham, yeah, 19, built like a grown-ass man, bro. But Jude was built like a grown man from he was like 13, 14 years old. But when you've got these little skinny
kids Lukaku?
Saying, yeah, bro.
I think he was 14 and he was looking like a 26-year-old.
Bro, he was taller than the ref and that. Like in the games, in the kids' games, bigger than the referee. You know what I mean? Endrick is built like a flipping tank. So you know, at very worst, even if Endrick doesn't grow, he's grown man now. He's man size. He's cool. He's ready to play. But a lot of these little skinny guys that come through and you think, oh, when they fill out, you hope they do. Mahrez never put on an ounce of muscle the whole time. So you don't even know what these men are going to do. You do not know. It's all guessing, bruv. That's all it is. So when we're looking at these young players, yeah, and saying, yeah, they're gonna develop and that's that and the other. Like, we don't know that. Man said he said the ones built different are gonna develop crazy. But the difference is, if someone's already physically developed at 16, yeah, you can kind of think, you know what? The more experience these guys get playing, yeah, the more confidence they're gonna get, etc., etc. They're gonna get better. But bro, it also depends on what manager they get. It's luck of the draw. It's luck of the draw. You could end up going to a team, yeah, a good team with a good manager, with a good system, go in there, do well, develop. Or you could be Joao Felix, go to a club, barely get the best out of yourself, and then get loaned to Chelsea, yeah, and only now at Barcelona. Bro, you've wasted 4 years, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's luck, bruv. There's a lot of luck. You need to get a manager that believes in you, that wants to play the style of football that you want to play, that's going to develop you, that's going to be patient with you. Not everyone's going to be, yeah, what Pep is to Phil Foden. Not every manager's going to get the young player in and say, yo, you know what, like, I'm going to nurture you and I'm going to do... Bruv, a lot of these men don't care about that, bruv. You're just one of how many other players...
give you a lick of game time other than the cup matches.
That's it, bro. Like, a lot of these guys are just one of many, many, many players, bro.
But that's why we always say, again, is never lineal. Just because this guy balled out at this age or he developed at this age doesn't mean this guy's going to develop at this age.
And it's luck, and it depends on who else is at the team. Remember, what's his name? The Jovic, the striker that came through.
Luka Jovic, I remember that.
Went to Real Madrid.
Back
these
man
Frankfurt. Were like, bro, these brothers said, yo, he's the most lethal number 9. Real Madrid said, yeah, let me have him. What's he doing now?
Brother, he's now a streets won't forget player. You won't forget Jovic at Frankfurt.
He was smoky for 1 season, bro.
Who's another one? Piatek. Christoph Piatek. Remember Piatek from back in the day?
It's boring, bro. Like, this happens to all these players.
Who else? There's always these random number 9s that just pop up out of nowhere and disappear as soon as they get a big move.
Yeah. Man said it's not luck. It is luck, bro. It is luck. It is luck. It doesn't matter, yeah? It doesn't matter.
I'm big on Maldini.
It does not matter, broski.
Belotti.
It's luck. It's not luck being a good footballer. It's luck given the opportunity. It's 100% luck, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? When preparation,
every area of development has to be spot on, or at least 100%. Enough aspects of it.
And even then, when you look at Marcus Rashford's development, yeah, the only reason why Marcus Rashford, got his debut at Man United was because 1, we had Van Gaal, so it was right manager at the right time, and then 2, we had a multitude of injuries. We had Rooney injured. He was behind Keane, and he was also behind Martial, who also got injured, and he was behind another striker, bro. I think Wilson or something like that. We had bare injuries, and we had a manager that trusted the youth. If we didn't have a manager that trusted the youth, yeah, he wouldn't have got that call-up, bro. Like, it's luck, bro. Because if he didn't get a chance at Man United, he could have been playing in the Football League now. Like, and this shit happens all the time in football, bro. All the time in football. He might even have been behind he might have been behind Van Persie as well. But I think, yeah, he would have been because Van Persie was signed by Ferguson. So he would have been behind Van Persie as well. A lot of luck, bro. So it doesn't matter how good you are or whatever. And then he scored a brace against Arsenal, man. Do you know what I mean?
He scored a brace in his debut and then 4 days after, I think, against Arsenal as well.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. A lot of it is luck. A lot of it is luck. So
I'd say luck, hard work does play a factor. I think that was the point he was trying to make as well.
Yeah,
I'd say opportunity as well.
But hard work in the dark don't mean nothing, bro. It doesn't matter how good you are if no one sees you.